How's it going, guys? We're gonna be painting a little bit. So, if you guys didn't know, I've been drawing a lot, a very specific way, for a very long time. And, yeah. So, we're gonna be drawing a. I know the audio will be weird. I'm gonna be drawing something very abstract. It's gonna look weird. I ain't coloring it. I'm just gonna draw it, just so you guys can see, like, what I used to draw, what I'm good at drawing. So I'm just doing that in this painting world. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. So I'll just talk to you guys as I get it going. I'm gonna get a small brush, and I'm gonna get black because that's all I need. And I'm just gonna focus on this, guys. I'm gonna back up so I know I'm not like too close. And yeah, I'm just gonna go at it. My lines are usually better outside of VR, so I'm not used to this, but I can already feel my arm gonna get tired. Okay. Yeah, I used to draw like these extremely abstract arts, and they looked really cool. I mean, that looks kind of cool. And I just like put these little details in that make it a little bit more three-dimensional. And I kind of just layer more and more with the details. So I think that looks cool, but now let me add this. I like to call this the leaf. I think it looks really good. Kind of helps make a more 3D look to it. So as you can see, I did one leaf, now I can do a second. And the more leaves I add, the more detail it has. So something like that. So as you can see, it looks... Dang, this is probably the best I've ever drawn something. But as you can see, it gets really three-dimensional. So we can do this. And I kind of want to do that. This is becoming like a flower. Ugh. I can't really see where I'm going there. Yeah, I'm doing that. And now what I can do here, I'm going to do the lollipop. Because I think it'll look good. And then I'll do the spider web. So I did the lollipop, then I did the spider web. So as you can see, it's getting more depth as we go. I'm going to do the bricks here. So these are like different strategies I've been using all the time when I, draw these certain things. As you can see, it's very depth. There's a lot of depth to it. But yeah, here I'm going to do the salmon. Or, sushi. I call it sushi because it looks kind of like a sushi roll. And then I kind of go... Ooh, ooh, ooh. So that's more like a sushi roll. It's different from this. They're different, but they kind of do the same effect. As you can see, there's a lot of depth going on here. Now I'm gonna do a cloud over here. I haven't done clouds before. This is more like a flame. More like a flame look to it. And I'll double layer it. Just to give it some more detail. And then... Whoop. What we need is some spikes. I'm moving this because it's in my way. Maybe we'll do some spikes here. Some triangles to kind of break up the weird effect that we're going with here. So the spikes are fun because you can add depth by just adding more onto them. At this point, it kind of looks like fries. It's a lot easier to do with a pencil, but you can kind of see what I am good at. As I said, I'm not coloring this. This will take forever to color. But this is like middle school to through high school. I've been doing this for that long. But as you can see, there's a lot of detail to it. You can kind of still see the star I started with in the center. It's easier to see the more you back up. The closer you get, the harder it is to read. But yeah, you can see different things in this if you look. So I'm going to do this now because I want some funky looking details. Oops, I'm touching the mic. Nice. Alright, let's see. Let's hope we can get this done before I crash, because I kind of like the vibe of this thing. I'm just kind of adding some details here. Now, I want, like, proper spikes, like, hard triangles. Because I like spikes. They're just fun to do. Like little triangle pyramids. They're just a fun little detail. Give them like a little dent. I mean, we could do the rose spikes, which is just like a... Well, not like that. It's more like... That's a very... It's like a rose spike is like you go to a U, and you do an opposite U. That's what a rose spike looks like. These are more like leaf petals. I'm used to like how to make a rose spike with pencils, not necessarily with a brush. A little bit harder to do with a brush. But as you can see, you can go crazy with it. You really can. Like, there's so much detail that you can do. And it's absolutely crazy how much fun you can have with just making something that makes no sense at all. Now, I've tried other arts where I like draw bodies and stuff. I've done that after I got really good at this. And I think I did improve on this after that, because I haven't done one of these for years. I haven't drawn something like this for a long time. And usually I just fill the whole thing, so even at the edges, you can go like this. And we could do something like a grid here. Boop, 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 boop. And we can have fun here, like circle, circle. My original art was like symmetrical. It was all symmetrical art. And people, I really liked doing symmetrical, but it got old real quick because you have to make everything like perfectly matched. So then, you know, I went from symmetrical to this. And as you know, it looks cool, doesn't it? Like, I always like the look of it. I just don't see if anybody would actually want something like this. I just kind of mindlessly do it. It's just something I'm used to. Like, I have different strategies. Like, this is the cloud strategy. It's kind of like sushi in a way, but Well, this is the scale strategy. I haven't used this one in a while. But you can do an endless amount of strategies with this. So I just did some scales up here. As you can see, my full body is being so excited right now. It's like, oh, I want to move everywhere right now. And I'm like, no. How about no? Can I move this? Yeah, move it down. I want to get up. I'm gonna get up here. Okay, I want to do a heart. Like ooh. Kind of like two big scales in a way. Now I'm gonna do the crack. Little cracks. Little cracks. Man. I always like the look of this. Oh, it looks like... Oh, these look like spears. Like right here. Looks like a little orb guy. It's cool. But yeah, the more you look at it, the more you'll see like different things. Like maybe you can see waves. Maybe you like the look of it and you see like waves in it. But yeah, hopefully we can get this done before I crash. So let's speed up a little bit. Now this is a detail I do sometimes. So you can see it's being a little bit skittish, and that's fine. We can use that as a detail anyways. Okay. Thus far. Yeah. This is the style that I'm used to. It's very chaotic. Actually, it kind of looks like that guy from, like that thing from BioShock Infinite, like the big bird? Kind of looks like that big bird head. Alright, I really don't want to feel like I'm being rushed, but sometimes my headset crashes. That's why I'm so iffy. I'm like, ugh. Alright, let's do some lightning bolts. Some lightning bolts. I'm gonna actually use this detail as a way to like make like a particle. So I'm making like a particle with the little blobs because it doesn't like going fast. So I want to do some cracks here. Lightning. Because I think it looks cool. And then we could get some clouds here. Weirdest cloud I've ever made, but okay. Get some clouds. Looks kind of like a flower. Whatever. Let's build off of it. It's usually how this art goes. It's like you build off what you got. Now we're making a rose. That's fine. We can get a little vine going through here. We can get a little vine going through here. And then we could do little spikes. Just have fun with it. Just having fun with it, It's going crazy. See, it kind of like works with these spikes too. Now you're kind of looking at it, like the spikes are working out with the other spikes that I got in there. Okay, now I want to make like a fire effect in here. So I'm going to just do this. Ooh, look at that. Now, it's very chaotic art. It's very abstract. I know it is, because I've done it for so long. Hey, look. It looks like a guy here. Hold up. Let's just do this. Just make it look like a guy. Looks like a guy with shades right here. So just do that. Yo, look at that cool guy right there. Look at that cool guy right there, yeah. There he is. The cool guy. Yeah. He's like in there. Okay. This is crazy, guys. But yeah, this is the type of art that I have fun doing. There's a lot of different art things that I do, and it's always like objective, and this is like art that I don't have to worry about being perfect with. That's why it's fun. It's fun art. You know? Let's do a ribbon up here. Little ribbons. Do a medallion. Let's do arches. Yeah, arches. Man, this is crazy. It looks so interesting. As you can see, I'm going a little bit less in depth here so we can have a little bit of variance around the art piece. So I'm just having fun with it. And let's just get to the edges here. And it crashed. Well, that's what it looks like, guys. You got a good view of it before it crashed. But yeah, that's what I'm good at. That's my art style, guys. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Bye bye. Thanks for hanging out. Love you.